the original spawn for rare creatures and the start of the curse. This is Grimvale. This spawn is located in Nedron. You don't need to do any quest for access, just head to the northeast of the city and ask for a passage to Cornell. Once at the island, by the northeast, go down the hall and you will be at the spawn. Here you find 4 types of rare creatures. The cave itself has 4 floors. Normally the first one is used by solo paladins, the second is often ignored, and the third and fourth are the ideal for team hunts or solo hunts. Most teams can get by just with the 4th floor, but if you're fast with your lurings and killings, then you can add the 3rd floor to get more experience. In the rare case of the 4th floor being taken, you could take -3 and -2 to make a lap out of that, but on this video I will be covering -4 and -3, and before I get into the lap, I want to say in advance that in order to push the experience here, you need to have an active paladin. What I mean by that is that by having the paladin help with luring the creatures, it can improve the experience a lot. And also, even though the creatures don't walk over fire and you could use fire bombs, I highly recommend to not do that, as there is not much space and fire bombs often just make it harder to do the pulls and lures. Please focus on resting the monsters, and also shooters practice bringing the monster to the EK for the rest if needed. With that said, let's start with the lab breakdown. Starting on -4 by the stairs, you have 3 creatures, and the paladin should lure 3 more from the next room to the east. Usually by the time these get to the EK, the first 3 should be already close to dying. For the next one, EK takes the 3 creatures in the room and Paladin lures 2 werewolves on the passage to the north. After that, head south into the middle room, and RP lures from the west. Then go straight north through the 2-way, and on the interception, the Paladin goes to the right to lure some monsters from the passage to the next room. During that, the rest of the party follows the passage to the northeast room. Here, try to stand by the right side of the room to lure out the werebear in the back, then follow the path southeast into this room. Here you have different places to lure from, either the room south of it, which is preferred, or from the southeast path, but taking out the werewolves from that room is more beneficial for the next pull, which is just 2 creatures that you can kill as you walk by. Now, we will have the Paladin rush ahead into the next room to bring them out, but that means he takes aggro of the 2 werewolves on the path and could potentially get trapped. Doing it that way is optional. To make it easier and safer, the EK could go and set up at the interception, and then the Paladin lures the 2 monsters from the north room. Then go west and set up near the doors. Usually monsters come on their own, but the RP can also help with luring them out. The more you lure from that room makes the next pull easier, so it's recommended to try. If you still have 3 in that small room, then just kill them before going further. On the next room, set up near the door by the southeast, and RP lures monsters if there is any. Now back at the stairs, go up and do 1 pull here. Then walk southeast and attack the monsters as you move. Go south and the RP takes the opposite path to make sure to not leave a monster behind. Then go west from there, and for this one, we will go as a 3-man to this pull near the rope spot. And while we were doing that pull, the RP will have gone to the northwest corner to bring out monsters from there. This is an optional thing to do, as it can be hard on the Paladin. Do whatever fits for your team for that. With that, the lap is completed. Just go back downstairs to -4 and repeat. The best experience we did was of around 950k raw. However, I'm sure it should be more than that, to over 1kk raw, making it a pretty good and competitive spawn for this lower range, especially because it tends to be good loot, not by much but enough to cover supplies, and in normal servers it's guaranteed to be empty, but in new servers tends to be more contested. Now before I end, a few parting tips. If you are within level 80 to 129, then you can grab the task for werewolves from Grizzly Adams for the killing in the name of quest. Also make sure to bring some rust removers as they drop rusty armors, which for some reason have good odds to turning them into paladin armors. Lastly, it helps to keep some doors closed. These 2 are the ones we keep closed, but if you don't have the RP luring, then you might need to close more of them in order to keep the pools separated. And that's all I got for this video. Thank you for watching, consider subscribing for more, and a special thanks to Tuna Hero, Night Star, and Door the Slasher.